everybody, Vigo Shadow here, and today we have a couple things going on right now. First off, we have a new SF unit. It is going to be 5th White Shadow Epsilon Shadow Festival. So, we'll get into her right in a minute, but let me just cover the quick news. There's obviously, you see the Apocrypha Chapter 2 countdown mission, and the countdown itself. I'm going to go over that real quick here. Let's see here. So yeah, you can see that this it's right here. It says coming soon. Let's go ahead and cover that. I always go to the update notice because usually that has the stuff for it. Let's just go ahead and do the countdown campaign. So this is pretty much what it is. I read through it a little bit. So you get a login bonus and limited missions. And between both of them, I don't really have to give you a detailed breakdown. If you read through that Chapter 1, do a Chapter 1, get the Phantasm Gems, participate, and get up to 3,000 Phantasm Gems. And then the countdown to Chapter 2 missions will soon come to follow. Now, if you're wondering, oh, well, what is that? What is that? So just go into the missions here, and then just, honestly, just go ahead and hit one of the attempts here, and it's going to bring you to this here. It's part of the story, so you go to the story, and then Apocrypha. Now, if you've done the Demon Delta, like, all that stuff here, like, so they're gonna ramble here. So there's like different like timelines and stuff that you go through. If you remember doing this, then it's just gonna be the part 2 of that. But if you don't remember, that's where it's at. It's within story. You go there, and then Apocrypha, and then you can just go ahead and do that for a part of your campaign. All right, now let's go back to the main event. The main event here is 5th White Shadow Epsilon. And this unit right here is actually a red tank. So I'm very curious to see where this unit is going to go. I know we had some other, like, we have some other red tanks for, like, events and stuff, but they haven't been really that all too good, so I'm assuming that this tank is probably going to be one of the better ones for sure. So let's just go ahead and check that out. Red tank, let's go ahead and check out the art first. I always like to do that. Oh, okay. So as you can see, her, like, scythe is actually, like bright yellow, or sorry, I don't know if that's green or yellow. I can't really tell the color, guys. But either way, it's like a light version of her scythe, so that's pretty cool. She has of course, the first white costume, the red and the white, and then we have a skyscraper, and then some clouds, rainbow. It's like a stereotypical like hero in the city type thing, you know. Anyway, let's hit the max stats here. We got power to healing boost there. Then we got healing boost to overheal, and then lastly the grouping, which is 4 of them actually this time, so that's actually pretty nice. Let's just go ahead and go into her skills. I'm very curious. Let's go to the initial first though. Rondo del Giorno. So that's the hidden technique. It actually sounds pretty cool. Grants invincibility on all allies behind self for 5 seconds. Now that's actually very crazy because we haven't had an ability that does that in a long time, I'd say, I haven't seen it back in a while. So having invincibility back again, especially on a tank, is very, very nice, because that means you can nullify a boss's attack. If you can just take a move that the boss uses, and that boss one-shots your entire team, and you prevent that, that is crucial. That keeps it going. That keeps it going so that you have another go-around until they're able to use their hidden technique again. That is very, very good. On top of that, it has probably really good stat boosters. I read ahead a little bit. Raises damage inflicted for single attacker with highest attack by 60%. Further raises the attack by another 60% for the attack. That is absolutely nuts. I mean, they are going to be hitting very, very hard. This is not your like stereotypical like 20, 30. This is 60%. This is a lot of damage. We're talking like Aurora buff damage, like maybe 1 stack of demon power. I don't know. Either way, it's a lot. It is a lot for what a tank can do. This is a tank, so that's actually pretty good. Let's see what this looks like awakened. I'm actually very curious. 100. Oh my god. 100% on the damage inflicted and attack. That's going to be hitting hard, and if you were to probably use a hidden technique, depending on what the unit is, damage cap guaranteed secured. That is crazy. That is so crazy. But it's only on 1 now. It's only on 1. But still, that's very, very good. So whoever your heaviest hitter is going to be racking up a lot of damage. So yeah, keep that in mind. Especially if you already have a unit that buffs themselves as well, or has others buff them as well. It's just going to add into it. It's just going to be a multi-layer factor, especially with a tank. If a tank can do that, that's awesome. Alright, well, enough hyping up that hidden technique. Let's just see where their other skills are, see if the hype train still follows, right? Skill 1, continue auto. So, reduces damage received by 30% for 15 seconds. That's a pretty standard thing that a tank can do, but it's reducing your own damage received, so that's even better. I like that more than the latter, where you're reducing damage inflicted for enemies. I don't like that so much. Further grants ongoing HP recovery by 10%. So, I mean, honestly, there's a bonus on top of that. You're recovering as well, so you're doing a little bit of recovery to kind of sustain for 20 seconds. And then also, it inflicts provoke on all enemies for 15 seconds. That is the best thing. I always like when a tank has provoke, because you want to get the smoke off of all your units so that they can act at their full potential, because you don't want the boss destroying your mid lanes and then destroying the rest. Like, that sucks. Protecting your mid lanes with provoke is so nice. It's very good to have on a tank. So when that's awakened, it actually goes from 30 to 50, which is actually a pretty considerable jump, but then the HP recovery goes from 10 to 15. Kind of mid on that one, but either way. Damage received is pretty good, so that's not bad. Now let's go to Brilliance. Now with Brilliance, you shield damage 200% of all allies behind self for 15 seconds. Awesome. There's also a shield factor in this as well. And then further grants charge for 60 seconds if red elemental. Now let's actually go back into charge, because charge is one of those older status effects, so I'm going to pull that up right now. Alright, so here is where the charge status effect is. It's not specifically a new one, but it's been around, I'd say it's fairly new, but either way. Each stack of this charge raises the damage inflicted of the hidden technique by 10%, and the damage limit of when hidden technique is activated by 10,000. So yeah, essentially it's going to make those hidden techniques very, very strong, and what you're going to want to do if you have this type of buff is that you're going to want to wait until you get a lot of stacks of that. That way you can hit the hardest you can and hit the damage cap and go past the damage cap to, especially if you're only able to do hidden techniques once. You're going to want to wait until you get as much charge as possible and then just fire off. That's the thing for this technique here, or this status effect. Okay, now that we know that charge can pretty much, make your hidden techniques hit very strong, and you can go past damage cap, that's even better, because this unit, if we go back to hidden technique, the 100% on both ends, and then a hidden technique definitely is going to go not only hit the damage cap, but go past it. That's crazy. So hopefully there's more of these charges in her kit, because that's what we want. We want as much charge as you can on the unit, and then we want to save their hidden techniques for last, unless you can hit multiple hidden techniques in the same round, because that would be even better. But if you know your unit can only hit once with the hidden technique, save all the charges for the end and then just blast past the cap. That is insane. That's so awesome. So awesome, by the way. Let's go ahead when it's awakened here. We actually have 100% more on the shield and 2 times charge if they're red elemental. Now, a good thing to note here, this is actually very, very nice. Everybody, it's all allies, further grants 2 charge, or 1 charge. Let's just go back to base. Grants 1 charge on everybody. If you have a full team of red, everybody gets a charge. Now, if you want to bring in a blue unit or some sort of other unit, other different color units, that's going to probably add to your team to bring more stat boosters to it, you can probably, because it's only going to miss out on this 1 charge, I believe, unless there's something else in the mix. But even with this skill right here, it's not bound to a red attacker. It doesn't say red attacker ally. It says any ally. So further raises the damage inflicted for a single attacker ally with the highest attack by 60 and 60. Absolutely crazy. So you can even have a blue, a green, or yellow, depending on what you want to do here. But I probably wouldn't have a yellow in there. Or, yeah, because you're going to be fighting greens. So you wouldn't want a yellow ally, but maybe green or blue or something like that to add to it. So you can mix and match with this unit. Just probably not as much. Just maybe throw in 1 unit, because otherwise you're going to start losing on the brilliant stacks, because you'll lose a charge for every other color member you have in there. But still, charge on the red elementals is actually very, very nice. Now let's go ahead and see her 5th White Shadow special ability. Very curious to see that. Each time damage is received, cooldown 3 seconds. So this is going to be often. Grants a charge, yes, there we go, on the 1st and 2nd red elemental allies with the highest attack for 60 seconds. So another red elemental attacker. So you're going to at least want 2 red elemental attackers in your party at all time, so that you don't miss out on these charge, on not only this charge, but Brilliance charge as well. So that's 2 charges at base, at least. And they last for 60 seconds, so it's just going to last the whole time until you hit that ultimate, which is the perfect time. Wait on your ults. It's pretty much what this unit's going to have you, pretty much force you to do. Raise his own healing boost by 10% for 20 seconds. So at least that ongoing HP is going to be... raise his own healing boost by 10%. Oh, so it's going to go even... Wow, quicker. So you're going to go from 10 to 20, 30, 40, 50, 60... Oh my gosh. So that makes that... no wonder that healing boost was so low. Ongoing HP recovery by 10%. And it's going to heal like twice as much. Then 3 times. Then 4, 5... Oh, wow. Absolutely crazy. So she's going to be able to sustain herself pretty damn well along top of provoking others. That's absolutely insane. And then with this one, it grants 2 times the charge, and then the healing boost is by 20% instead of 10. Oh, that's actually not bad. That's pretty good, actually. We can check out her strike combo here. Reduces the damage received by all allies. You know, standard tank stuff, some damage, but then grants 2 times charge on a single attacker ally with the highest attack. So it's, again, favoring the highest attacker again. So, either way, you can even do 3. See, the thing is with this one, is that most people, you're going to use 5 strike combos, right? That's going to give you a lot of damage. I don't really highly recommend doing 3s or 4s, or depending, unless your team is dead or something like that. But regardless, every time you do a strike combo, whether it be 3 or 5, you're going to have a tank, a healer, and an attacker in the mix. No matter what, your tank and your healer are going to be in the mix all the time, because they pull 1 from each. That's your base strike combo. So, essentially, you can keep doing 3s and then just abuse the charge on this attacker ally, and then make that attacker ally hit super damn hard. I mean, you're going to go past damage cap a lot easier, getting a lot of charges as is, and then the strike combo is just going to further that. But I'm not sure how much of an ideal strategy it is going to be doing 3 strike combos just to abuse more charges, or if it's going to be doing 5 strike combos for more damage. And 5 strike combos might be a better option in the long run, but it's something that's not tested yet. I don't know. Now let's check out her linked gear. If there's actually more charges on this, that's going to be absolutely wild. Debuffs. Okay, so let's just hit the max on that. Each time debuff is inflicted on ally, so just one ally, cooldown 5 seconds, cancels 5 debuff effects on all allies. That's absolutely crazy, because there are some bosses that target just one ally. So if it targets just one ally with a debuff, it's going to cancel 5 debuff effects on all allies, including that one. That's absolutely insane. So there's a debuff element to this unit as well. So let's just go ahead and break it down after I go through Awakening here. So Brilliance is the first part of the Awakening here, so let's just go there. Shields damage 300% of user, so that's actually not bad. You get 2 charges. Actually, that's actually pretty good. So let's just put that in the good category there, because you get more of a shield. Goes from 200% to 300, which is even better, for 15 seconds. I'm not even sure if they're going to fully utilize that in 15 seconds, but I'm not sure. Either way, it's going to protect them from actually getting hurt. Further grants 2 times charge for 60 seconds if it's red elemental. So the 2 times charge is on everyone. So that's actually a really good skill. So that's actually really good for the A1. So having her at A1 is pretty damn good. More charges for sure. 5th White Shadow is the A2 there, and that's each time damage is received, you're doing grants at 2 times charge, which is even better. So this is really, really good. I know I said the last one was really good, but this one's even better for sure. On 1st and 2nd attacker allies, raising own healing boost as well. That is nuts, having that right away. Because it's every time you receive damage. Double charge? That's crazy. A2 is pretty good. A3 is, wow, the hidden technique. Wow, this roadmap is actually really, really good. So you're going from 60 to 100%. That's absolutely nuts. And then invincibility stays the same. Gear slot, who cares about that really? That's bad. And then continue auto, which is going from 30% damage received to, you know, 50, which is pretty nice, and then ongoing HP recovery from 10 to 15. Honestly, this one is pretty, like, probably the weakest. I wouldn't say it's a weak, but it's the worst part of, or it's the least best part of her kit, is continue auto. So tucking that at A5 is really nice. You could probably just leave her at A3, depending on how much you want to grind. I'd say it goes from like good to great to best, because that's crazy. That's crazy how that works. So her roadmap is actually really nice. Now let's just recap what her kit can do. First off, she can freaking erase debuffs like no tomorrow. That's absolutely nuts. 5 debuffs on all allies. Crazy. She grants a lot of charges. That's a big part of her kit, so that people can do more damage inflicted on their hidden techniques, and on top of that, raising the damage limit, or like damage cap, so you can go beyond. It's absolutely crazy. Special ability, she can raise her own healing boost, and on top of that, she has ongoing HP recovery. So if she's raising her healing boost every time she's damaged, with a cooldown of like, what was it, 3 seconds here? Yeah, 3 seconds. Then she's going to be healing herself over time. If this unit is in the battle, it's going to be healing herself even, you know, more quickly as time goes, because it's be ongoing recovery, and she's going to get more heals from a healer, and then she's going to be healing on top of that with ongoing HP recovery to keep herself sustained. I mean, that's I don't really like ongoing HP recovery as much, but in this instance where the healing boost is boosted, she's going to be sustaining herself pretty damn well. And on top of that, she can provoke, she can put a shield to her allies, and then for her hidden technique, invincibility, and then on top of that, she can do raises damage inflicted for like attack, and damage inflicted up to 100% on one ally, so they're going to be hitting the damage cap and going past it too. Absolutely nuts. I mean, you really can't ask for like more here. There is so many moving parts to her kit. She can cleanse debuffs, she can shield, like I've already went over it. So should I pull 5th White Shadow Epsilon? What I have to say to you is no, don't do it. Just kidding. Just kidding. No, you want to pull this unit for sure. Because of how much she can do as a tank, it's absolutely nuts. Now, if you're actually happy and content with your tank, with your red tank, that's fine. You don't really need to. You could probably save your gems for maybe a better unit maybe you need more attackers on red, and your teams are not doing as much attack. This is going to actually help with that, because the attackers are going to reach charge. They're going to do more for their hidden techniques. Now, it's not like base stat charges where she's buffing like the attack and damage inflicted for all allies and stuff like that. It's just the one for that hidden technique. It's just a lot of charges. It's a lot of like you know, she can cleanse, she can put shield on them. She takes a lot of the smoke. She has ongoing HP recovery. She's a really good tank to have. Really, really good tank to have. I don't see her getting replaced that often unless something so stupid busted comes out, but you never know with these type of units, right? So she is definitely worth a pull for sure, but that's all I gotta say, really. Vigo, signing off.